Hey, what is up? Fosh here, bringing you my first, I guess, batch of summer impressions for some of the first episodes that have come out recently. And I'm gonna try to go through these quickly and not, go on and on about them. But maybe just three main bullet points in all of them. Starting with Severin X Service, which is a comedy series that just came out last night, and it's kind of follows three main characters, and each of these characters are kind of goofy in their own way. And like the guy, he kind of flirts with everybody. He's really flirty, and you have like that going on with him. So the middle girl, she has like black hair. She's kind of the spaz girl. She freaks out over everything, and everything gets to her. So it's kind of funny. And the other girl, she's got long blonde hair. She's kind of quiet, kind of shy. Doesn't really talk much to the main three. But this is like about three people taking a job in like the local service area for like, I guess if you need like a marriage certificate, you want to know about stuff like that. They work in that kind of like social work, I guess, is what they do. And another thing would be, it's fun and really easy to follow. Like the jokes aren't like hard hitting. It mostly relies on like slapstick or relying on the characters' reactions, how they take certain things. It's kind of fun. I like that. And the last thing I would say is, if you watch the series called Working, it's about people in a restaurant day to day, how they deal with working there at a restaurant, thing like that. And this one kind of follows the same formula, and it's the same writer. So if you're a fan of like Working, even the first season or second season, you're probably gonna like Severin X Service. Really easy. Next up, Be Free. Yeah, I know this show's getting a lot of hate from most people because it's a little homo, and I can agree. I won't say that it doesn't have any of those moments, because it does. And I'm gonna go with like starting with awesome animation. I mean, that's one thing I've noticed. Kyoto Animation, they always knock it out of the park when it comes to animation and artwork, but that's usually something people don't usually talk about because it's kind of obvious if you watch any of their shows. And another thing would be rap music. They had this scene where Rin walked up at the very end, and you just hear this like rap music blaring, or it was just weird to have that kind of music. And they had the opening. I like the opening, really cool. And the ending, it's like Maji inspired much. Anyone? It's kind of weird. And last thing would be, Haruka. I don't know why he has to feel the need to, take all his clothes off. But I know he has a swimsuit underneath that. But why he feels the need that every time there's water nearby. I can just picture him that he's at, camping in the river. He'd probably do the same thing. He'd be out down the river easily. So Free, it's different. Sports anime I usually pass on them because I'm not usually a sports person. I don't usually watch it, but it might be fun to follow. And next one would be, I know it's not called this, but I'm going with the English translation, Chronicles of the Going Home Club, which is, it's going to be a comedy slice of life club school kind of activity thing. And starting with this one, the comedy is kind of fast paced, faster than Severin X Service. It hits you real fast, and you won't really miss anything if you don't miss some subtitles here and there. But it relies on a lot of like, random comedy, things that get exaggerated. Such as the bear fight in this episode. They talked about this girl, I guess she's a martial artist or whatever she is. She was fighting bears, so she fought like a black bear in her country in Japan. And then she went to America to fight a grizzly bear. And the last bear she fought was in the North Pole, a giant polar bear. And her mindset was, the bears have different levels depending on what area you go to. So basically, she's treating it as a fighting game. And yeah, going on to the next, the characters are really funny. There's a girl, she's got, I think, a ribbon in her hair. She's like a big video game nerd. So everything she kind of thinks about is in video game terms. So it's kind of funny watching that. Main girl, she's got this big hair antenna. She's kind of the girl that freaks out over everything. And yeah, it's fun. But for this one, I would say the artwork and story are probably not going to be that amazing because, like I said, this is going to be a slapstick comedy, and it's kind of like a 3-segment episode where you have one thing happen in the beginning, another thing, and then a third thing. So each episode will probably be technically 3 episodes in one because you have 3 different parts. And going from that to something else is high-paced comedy, Senyuu, Season 2. First off, yay, it's back. I still wish they had 30-minute episodes, but whatever. And with this one again, gut-busting comedy, same with Season 1. I have not found an episode that just has not made me laugh. And I'm expecting the same out of Season 2. Also, new characters. I think they showed new characters in the opening or ending. I don't know which one it was, but they actually have an opening, whatever. Now I guess maybe I'm thinking the wrong thing, but yeah, it's fine. Next up would be, I'm probably gonna screw this name up, but Gifuu, Doda, whatever. It's a samurai series based in like Edo Japan, all feudal Japan, stuff like that. And for me, I don't know. I think every dude has the same exact face. Like I copy paste their faces on all the, I guess, main hero dudes you wanna call them. Like in the beginning, I recognized two of them had the same exact face. They're outside drinking tea or whatever they're drinking, and it's like, well, not tea, sake, but it's like, you have the same face. And the other thing is, the proportions seem bad to me. Like they have one of the guys on a horse, with this other guy who's leading the horse who's really freaking tiny. I swear he's like a hobbit or something. That's why I was telling my friend, like, there's hobbits there in this anime now. And the anatomy, I'm not too I don't know, I'm not too fond of what the character designs are doing. Like the dudes, I know it's supposed to be, you know, muscular and all this other thing, but their necks is like giant ass tree trunks, and I don't know, it just seems like the proportions and anatomy is just way off in this series. And it's kind of slow, so I probably won't be watching any more of it. Next up, Dog and Scissors, which, I think they have one running joke. It's gonna be the entire series basically in a nutshell. The main girl telling the dog, whatever thing, I'm gonna kill you. It's like, yeah, that got old really fast. She said, I don't know how many times she said it in the first episode, but damn. That's gonna be a really, dull joke, because that's their entire joke. And I'm not a fan of the dog character. I don't really like the dog. If they made the guy maybe a ghost, maybe turn him into a little kid, something a little more interesting. A dog doesn't, I don't know, I think it's kind of stupid, but that's just me. The only thing that might keep me watching is maybe they put a mystery in there, you know, maybe explain why you became a dog. That could be fun, but I don't watch anymore if it's gonna be just her saying I'm gonna kill you and him talking about she's got no boobs, which kinda gets old after a while. So that's like every other anime. Next up would be Symphogear G. I'm not gonna say the full entire name because it's really freaking long. And this one's basically a magical girl series, kind of more techish magical girls. They have like look like sci-fi suits. And the thing with this series, I'll talk about the episode in a minute, but they rely on, like, when they fight, they actually sing songs while they fight. So because it kind of follows idols, these idol girls that they sing to get their power and stuff like that. So season 1 kind of slow, but yeah. Anyway, the episode, lots of cool music, lots of great, great songs and stuff. Because, well, I mean, they are singing idols, so they have to have some, voice actors that can sing. So, which was nice. With this one, we get some new villains. Season 1 only had maybe one main villain. This one has, I think they're going to set up with 4 new villains that are going to be kind of interesting. I think they're going to go with evil versions of the good characters, so might have some girl fighting, magical girl fighting other magical girls. It's going to be kind of interesting. And one character, her name is Chris, she wears red. I think she's probably the coolest character. All her weapons are like missiles or machine guns. She relies on having like range weapons. While you have Hibiki, she's like a melee fighter, which is alright. She did some cool things in this episode. Next up, Stella Women's Academy, High School Division, Class C3, or just C3 if you want to get short with it. It's about an airsoft club. These girls play, I guess, airsoft with airsoft guns. And this is another one of those cute girls doing cute things type anime. Last season was well, I guess last year was like Girls in Panzer, which is cute girls driving tanks, basically, and participating in tank wars. Before that, it's more of a fan service show, but still cute girls doing things like that. Would be, I guess, I forgot the name. Upote, sorry, that's the name of the show. That one's more about girls that are actually guns. Kind of weird. But anyway, first episode, I like watching the cool artwork. They actually show the girls when they shoot the guns. The bullet actually is highlighted, so you can actually see where it goes. I thought that was kind of cool. And they do kind of like a SWAT team mechanic in the first episode where they're using like hand signals, and yeah, given they're a gun club, of course they're gonna be doing that. But it was kind of cool watching that play out. And the other thing I mentioned is I'm not sure if this series would get serious. I mean, I'm not sure how far they're gonna go with the gunplay or not. They're gonna say these girls are trained to use real guns because one character in the first episode, she has blue hair. They do show her using a real gun and shooting targets. So I wonder if they're gonna hint that the girls are in the club practicing to become, you know, marksmen later on. But who knows? I don't think it's gonna be that serious, honestly. Again, it's going for cute girls doing cute things like that, which they wouldn't be really normally be doing. But aside from that, interesting characters. I want to see more, and the ED is kind of weak. They didn't put any budget in that whatsoever. But yeah. Well, anyway, that's my quick rundown of summer so far. I'll probably bring you part 2 when I see more of these shows. I like doing them in the batch format because it's, you know, all in one. So I just making, you know, 8 different videos. Anyway, watch anime. See you guys later.